Hey everyone, for this mini speech I'll be talking about how I did with my commemorative speech, which for me I decided to do a farewell address for my high school career. So it was basically me saying goodbye to high school and everything that I'd done, and then I mentioned lessons that I had learned throughout my high school career. So first I'll talk about my feelings and how I felt before, during, and after my speech, and then I'll compare that to how I felt while I was giving my group facilitation speech. And then I'll talk about a strength I had within my speech, and I'll talk about a weakness I had. I'll also give a goal for my next speech, even though it's not in this course, and then I'll say how I think that the skills that I learned in this speech and in this course can help me in my further areas of life, such as a new job, or if I ever have to give a speech somewhere else, then I can use my skills from here. And then I'll give myself a grade for this speech. So first things first, before this speech I was nervous because I'm nervous with all of my speeches. I think I was less nervous for this one than I ever have been for any of the other ones, just because I know what it's like now and I kind of know what I'm doing. During my speech I kind of felt the same as I did before I started giving it, but I kind of relaxed into it while I was giving it even more. And after, I felt okay about my speech, but I know I could have done way better, but for the most part I felt alright about it. The difference from the group facilitation is that I wasn't able to interact with the people that, or I wasn't able to interact with anyone, so it made me a little more nervous, just because I wasn't exactly like fully myself like I was when I was instructing them and interacting with them, and yeah. And one strength I had was that I kept a steady tone throughout my speech, and I started less than in previous speeches that I gave. One weakness that I need to improve on is practicing, I guess, and knowing what I'm going to say before I look down at the note card. I felt like I was looking down at the note card way too much. I think it was more of like a nervous habit where I didn't want to be looking at the camera or anything, so I looked at my note card instead, and I need to improve upon that. Goal for my next speech is to be able to speak it with enough preparation and practice to where I don't even need a note card, because all my key terms will already be in my head and I can just say them from there instead. But not like a memorized sort of thing. I want to be able to know exactly where I'm going with everything that I'm trying to say. So I don't need a key card. A key points note card. I can use the skills from this class in other areas of my life to better my impression on people when I'm trying to communicate with them. Like if I had a job interview, I'd be able to sit through without feeling really nervous and stuttering through what I'm trying to tell them about who I am as a person and things like that. And for me, I work as a CNA, so I'll be talking to a lot of different people. Like I'll be talking to my residents, and I'll be talking to my residents' families and other nurses and things like that. So I'll need to have great communication skills in order to provide the best patient care to my residents, and in order to be empathetic and have a better relationship with my residents, family, and friends. For this speech, I did give myself a low B because there are a lot of things that I could have done better, and obviously I didn't have an audience, but I could have had more preparation and things like that. But I think my points in my speech made up for things like not having an audience, and I had evidence and such things. But obviously there's room to improve on anything you do ever. So yeah, that was my speech, and that was my evaluation, and I'll catch you later.